진짜 떨리네. 떨립니다. 너무 떨린다. 와, this is just... Can't see it. Oh, nice. I can... Hello, can you hear me? Hi, everybody. Okay, so I think it just started. And 자, 이제 시작을 하겠습니다. 조금... 자, 그럼 이제 안녕하세요. 떨립니다, 여러분. 네, 굉장히 반갑습니다. 우선 이렇게 라이브를 시작하게 되어서 정말로 반가워요, 여러분. This is the live class that I have been planning for so long, and I'm glad that it's finally being started. So, what are we gonna do today? Since this is the live class, of course, if you have any questions about the expressions or about myself, feel free to write it down on the chat box. Even though you did not get the chance to check this class out, I'm gonna edit it, and still it's gonna be really helpful because I'm really excited because today I'm going to share Korean culture, the video that I filmed all by myself recently. So you're gonna see some part of Korea, okay? And I'm gonna share some essential words related to the video, which I filmed in places that are really hot tourist spots. And I think that language learning is really about culture. 동의하시나요? Would you agree? I believe the constant boost that we get when we study foreign language is from the motivation that I want to learn that, the curiosity, the energy. And I want to bring that to you with the cultural video content. 그렇습니다. 지금 한 분이 계시는데요. I'm seeing one person. Welcome. Okay. 정말 떨리네요. 네, 우선 지금 뭐 질문이 없기 때문에 바로 그러면은 미디어로 넘어가 볼까요? 네, if you have any questions, always feel free. 지금 굉장히 한국 날씨는 덥습니다. The weather is really hot at the moment, and I'm in the studio. 정말 시원합니다. 시원. Very cool, and that's the temperature that I'm feeling. What about in your country? 거기는 날씨가 어떤가요? 몇 시인가요? What time is it? There's so many things that I would like to know. 자, 그러면 here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at the video, watch the video together, and then I'm gonna sort out some essential words from the image, and we're gonna talk about that in Korean. Are you ready? Okay, so here we go. Yay! 지금 뭐가 보이시나요? What do you see here? Kite. There were many people flying the kite near the Suwon hwaseong fortress, which is the theme for today. It is a very well-known tourist spot, one of the tourist spots in Korea, situated in Suwon City, which is in the surrounding area of Seoul. And this is one of the gates that I happen to film. And behind that gate, you see this beautiful walls. 아름답죠? 이런 곡선을 보이고 있습니다. It has this beautiful curve that I don't really get to see in other types of Korean castles. 네. 또 여기 보시면 지금 구멍을 볼 수가 있는데요. We're seeing this hole. 이게 아마도 이제 전쟁 때 쓴 거죠. It's used for the war purposes. 그리고 제가 지금 이렇게 손을 촥 벽에 대고 있습니다. 네. 그 돌은 진짜 그 시대에서 온 거죠. The stones from that past time. So it really gave me the feeling that I'm having a time traveling. Beautiful. 날씨가 너무 좋았어요. The weather was so good and clear. And this is the view you get from above of the fortress. 이 fortress가 상당히 큽니다. It's a pretty big fortress. And surrounding area, I happen to see these people enjoying 활을 쏘고 있었어요. They were throwing, shooting these arrows. 여기까지가 영상이었습니다. 네. 그러면 지금 이 영상에 대해서 우리가 하나하나 한번 짚어볼 거예요. We're gonna look at some useful expressions that we can find from this video. 네, 지금 아무런 질문이 없네요. 거의 뭐 촬영을 하는 그런 분위기인 것 같아요. 괜찮습니다. 여러분에게 도움만 될 수 있다면 as long as this video is helpful for you, which will be, I can assure you it's gonna be an amazing series. You're gonna see this and that part of Korea, plus learn Korean. Alright, so let's check out the images, shall we? 자, 한번 볼게요. 자, 이거는 본 거고요. 네, 자, 첫 번째 그림을 볼게요. This is the first photo. 이게 이제 앞부분에 캡처한 부분이죠. This is the view I got from one of the gates. 아마 팔달문이었던 것 같아요. So, these are the words that I sorted out from this image. 한번 볼까요? 수원, 화성 fortress. 그렇죠. 이것이 바로 주제였습니다. This is the theme for this video. 자, 수원은요. It is the name of the region. 수원. 화성, again, the region. And fortress. fortress는 자, 이걸 이제 한국어로 보는 거예요, 우리가. 한국어로 한번 볼 겁니다. 제가 잠깐만요. 지금 타자기를 갖고 오겠습니다. 네, 이것이 바로 라이브의 묘미죠. 타자기를 가져왔습니다, 여러분. 자, 한번 우리가 해볼게요. 그러면 이 fortress, let me write it down in Korean. 바로 수원 화성입니다. 수원 화성. Can you follow me? 수원, the region. 화성, fortress. Good. Let's move on. Now this, you can say, this is one of the popular tourist spots in Korea. 여기는 한국의 여러 blank 중 하나죠. Tourist spot. 한국어로는 in Korean, can you guess? 관광지예요. 관광 means traveling or tour. It's a noun form. 관광하다 is the verb. 지 means land or site or place. So 관광지 means tourist spot. Tourist spot. 관광지. 관광지. Thank you, Minji. I just got your comment. It's me and you talking, which is so lovely. It's okay. And I like it. Yeah. Minji is, FYI, she is in the studio right next to me, which is so sweet. Let's move on. Now, 여러분, 우리가 또 뭘 보고 있죠? 뭘 보고 있나요? People, 사람들이 있어요. 사람 is person or human. 들, it makes it as a plural. But you have to know, we don't really have a set, we don't really say 사람들 all the time. For example, if there are a lot of people, instead of saying 사람들이 많아요, we don't really say it like that. Instead, just say 사람 많아요. 오, 야, 사람이 많네요. Like that. Let's move on. And also, I'm seeing some trees. 나무. 바로 나무입니다. 나무. 나무. Okay? Let's move on to the next image. 네, 제가 벌써 answer를 했네요. 얼른 지우겠습니다. 얼른 지웠습니다. 자, 이거는 제가 이제 옆에서 찍은 거네요. I took the photo from the just beside the gate, and we're seeing this gorgeous looking the building, the roof, and some group of people. So how can we say group in Korean? group은요, 사실 그냥 그룹이라고도 하기도 하지만요, 그룹. We just say 그룹, but you can also say 뭘까요? Can you guess? In this case, I would use 단체. 네, because this is a group of tourists. 그래서 관광 단체 or just 단체 관광객. 네, 이것도 한번 share 할게요. 관광객 means tourists. Again, 관광은 tour고요. 객 here means the guest, but here it refers to people who are visiting some place, tourists. 관광객. 또 뭐가 보이나요? What do you see? I'm seeing some stairs. 바로 계단이에요. 계단. And on the right side, I'm seeing some flags. 바로 깃발이라고 표현할 수 있어요. 깃발. 한번 따라해볼까요? Follow me. 깃발. 네, 깃발이 있군요. 넘어가 볼게요. Just so you know, in the end of this class, I'm going to give you the questions. We're going to have a quiz time, so stay focused. 자, 이 사진 제가 좋아합니다. 이렇게 여행을 하다가 이런 사람들의 sweet한 moment, when we get to see these sweet moments when you travel, I think those are the dazzling moment. I'm seeing a mother and a daughter holding hands. 이거를 한번 표현해 볼까요? 손 is hand. 손을 잡다라고 표현할 수 있어요. 손을 잡다. 제가 조금 빠른가요? If it's too fast, always let me know. 손 means hand, 잡다 means to hold. 손을 잡다. 딸이랑 a daughter, 어머니가 mother, 손을 잡고 있네요. A daughter and a mother are holding hands. 딸과 어머니가 손을 잡고 있네요. 이렇게 표현할 수 있겠습니다. 그리고 모자가 보여요. 모자가 뭐죠, 여러분? Yes, hat. 모자, hat. 네, 좀 더 정확히는 지금 여기 따님분이 캡을 쓰고 있다고도 표현을 할 수 있겠습니다. cap. 그냥 캡 모자 이렇게도 표현을 해요. 그리고 지금 가방도 메고 있죠? 가방도 한번 표현해 볼까요? 가방. What is 가방? It is bag. 가방. 네, 제가 한국말을 먼저 자꾸 하고 있네요. 난이도가 너무 쉬워요, 그러면. 그죠? 자, 다음은 we're seeing some fields behind. Would you agree? 저게 들판이라고 할 수 있을까요? 한국은 들판을 보기가 쉽진 않아요. It's not easy to see fields in Korea because it's such a mountainous country. 근데 이 수원 화성은 이 주변에 near this fortress 이런 넓은 평야가 있어서 we get to see this field. I just said the word again. 오케이, 평야라고 했어요, 제가. 근데 이 평야는 좀 더 진짜 넓은 평야 refers to really wide field. 근데 좀 작은 field라면 if we're talking about more small size field, you can just say 들판. 네, 이것도 괜찮은 것 같아요. 들판. 평야 and 들판 both can mean field. 네, 자 마지막으로 what about entrance? Can you see the entrance there? I think a mother and a daughter is trying to go into that entrance. Entrance는 in Korean it is 네, 바로 여러분 뭘까요? What is entrance in Korean? 입구입니다. 입구. 따라해볼게요. 입구. 입구. Exit is, by the way, 출구예요. This is exit. 네. 자, 여러분 잘 따라오고 계시나요? Is it okay? 지금 글이 많아졌어요. 이 그림은 이랬어요. 네, 너무 예쁘지 않나요? 진짜 날이 이렇게 파란 하늘일 때 when we're seeing this blue sky 정말 너무 좋습니다. 왜냐하면 한국은 미세먼지가 또 많아요. We have a lot of fine dust issues. So having this clear sky is we don't take it for granted anymore. Unfortunately. Okay, let's move on to this one. Hello, Angelina Joseph. 반갑습니다. 반갑습니다. 자, 이 이미지를 한번 볼게요. Let's look at this image. What are you seeing? 네, again we're seeing some stairs. 계단이 있고요. 그리고 again, I have to start with English. We're seeing some hills. Don't you think? Hill. 자, 이 hill을 한국어로 한번 표현해 볼게요. 뭘까요? Can you guess? 네, 바로 언덕이에요. 언덕이 있어요. 그리고 also we're seeing some walls. So you know, for those of you who just jumped in, I'm talking about this beautiful fortress in Korea. It's called Suwon hwaseong Fortress. I just showed the video, but if you have missed it, I can play it again because it's a short video after the explanation. So please stay tuned. 네. 그리고 이 wall. What is wall in Korean? Can you guess? 벽. 네, 바로 벽이에요. 벽이 있어요. There are walls. We don't say 벽들이 있어요. We don't really use plural expressions. 벽이 있어요. 벽이 있고요. Now, behind the fortress, can you see, let me give you the square. Can you see this part? This blue square part? 네, 여기 이쪽이 바로 도시입니다. So what I really liked about this fortress is that you have on one side you're seeing this beautiful old fortress, and right behind that you see this very modern city view in front of you. The live is a little stuck. Oh, thank you for the comment. I feel so bad. Okay, how can I solve this problem? I wish I can. Okay, thank you for the notice. At this point, I really have no idea how to solve that. But thank you for that. Yeah, I'll try to keep that in notice and try to figure things out. So this square part is the city. What is city in Korean? 바로 도시입니다. Oh, thank you, Jiminy. 계속 하겠습니다. I'll continue. So city is 도시. Follow me. 도시. 도시. 도시고요. And 너무 이제 it's so green, isn't it? Those hills are so green. What is green in Korean? Huh? Can you guess? 초록. If you put 색, which means color, it means green color. 초록색. 초록색 means green color. 초록색. 초록색. 네, 초록이라고 하면은 you can put some nouns. For example, if it is a green apple, 초록 사과. 사실 요즘 제철이거든요. It's a seasonal fruit in Korea, the green apple, which we say 아오리 사과. I like this apple. 아오리 사과 means the green apple. But I think aori is from Japanese word. I'm not sure. I don't know where aori the word is coming from. We just say aori 사과. So yeah, 초록이고요. Also, guys, can you see these shadows? 여기 그림자가 보이지 않나요? 여기 또 이 분들 그림자가 있잖아요. I just said the answer. What is shadow in Korean? Huh? I just said it. 그림자. 그림자예요. 그림자. 바로 그림자입니다. Follow me. 그림자. 그림자. 네, 그림자예요. 그림자. Let's move on. The last image. This was shown in the last part of video. Just so you know, 태호, good job. 그림자. Perfect. 그림자. 그림자가 있어요. There are shadows. Now, the last image. We're seeing some group of people. Can you guess what they're doing? A lot of you just jumped in, so you guys missed the video, which is fine because I can play it again. Can you guess what these people are doing? 한번 맞춰볼 수 있어요. 이 사람들 지금 뭐 하는 걸까요? 뭐 하는 거예요? What are they doing? 네. Oh, painting. That's a good guess. 아하. 들판에서 페인팅을. That's a good guess. Well, as you can see from the words, they were shooting arrows. Not the guns. Arrows. 네, 바로 활을 쏘고 있었어요. 활. Arrow in Korean is, can you guess? 활. Follow me. 활. 활. Arrow. So how can you say somebody is shooting an arrow? 저 사람들이, those people, 활을 쏘고 있네요. 네. 자, you have to know this word. 쏘다, 쏘다, shoot, 쏘다, shoot, 쏘다. So 활을 쏘다 means shoot an arrow. 네, 활을 쏘는 겁니다. Have I shoot any arrow so far? I haven't. You may wonder, are all Koreans shoot arrows? Well, we don't. It's something that for us even, it's a special event. So again, this area where I'm introducing, it is Suwon, hwaseong Fortress, which is designated as the UNESCO World Heritage. So surrounding this area, there are these historical events and activities going on. 자, 그리고 how about we can say people gathered. 지금 모여 있는 거죠. Gather. Gather in Korean is 모이다. 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 모이다 is gather. But how can we say this in this situation? 사람들이, okay, it can be a little bit difficult. Just follow me. 사람들이, people have gathered. 이렇게 해볼까요? Okay. 사람들이, 자, 조금 올릴게요. 모여 있어요. This is how I would explain it. 사람들이 모여 있어요. People have gathered. 여기, here. 여기. then it means here people are gathered. 자, 마지막으로 뒤에 behind we're seeing trees. But do you know, if you go to like Korean historical sites, I think 100% you will face these trees, which are pine trees. Can you guess what that is in Korean? First, can you say tree in Korean? We just covered that before. What is tree in Korean? Here people had gathered. Thank you. 네. 바로 뭔가요, 여러분? 오, Chris. Yes. 소나무입니다. 잘하셨어요. 소나무. You might wonder, is this a cow tree? 소, you might think it is a cow, which is right. We say 소 to describe a cow, but here it's a different meaning. 소나무. I guess this 소 is coming from 솔. 아마 솔이 바뀐 것 같아요. Because 소 sounds more easy. 소나무. 좋습니다. 잘하고 있어요. 소나무. 여러분. 저 잘하고 있어요. 자, 그리고 사람들이 보고 있죠. Look in Korean is 보다. To look. 사람들이 지금 보고 있어요. 사람들이 보고 있어요. People are looking. 뭐를 보고 있죠? 이거 뭐라 해야 되지, 이거를? 관역을. 네, 관역 in English. 이거 제가 빨리 찾아볼게요. 관역이 target. 네, target. target이라고 할 수 있겠네요. target. 자, 여기까지 봤습니다. This is it. So, 우리 크리스님, let me show you the video once more, and then we're gonna repeat the expressions that we have covered. Is it okay? 괜찮아요? 괜찮아요? Any question? 여기까지 any question, people? 괜찮습니까? 자, 그러면은 네, 미디어를 한번 볼게요. I'm gonna show you the video once more for those of you who haven't got the chance to watch it. I was covering the expressions from this video. Here we go. Yes, so this is the view I got. There were a lot of people flying the kites. I don't think I covered this one. Oh my god. Okay. 일단, first, let's look at the video. And this is the view you get when you go to the Suwon hwaseong fortress. It was a lovely weather that day, and people were taking a relaxing stroll. 여기 입구를 들어가면, if you go into the entrance, you get the view on the back side of this fortress. I guess this fortress is well known for its beauty and its history. And one of the reasons is that it has this beautiful curve, which is not commonly found. I'm not an expert, but I haven't seen anything like this from other types of Korean castles. Unfortunately, a lot of the Korean old buildings are built with the wood, so a lot of them are burnt down, going through the wars and other disasters. And this fortress means a lot to Koreans because it is just there, isn't it? 태호님 감사합니다. 네, 도움이 되셨기를 바랍니다. 수원 화성 예쁘죠? 네, 진짜 예뻐요. 그리고 yes, so this is the scene. People were shooting arrows. 보이시나요? 활을 쏘고 있어요. 활 쏘다. 슉. 활을 잘 쏘시는 것 같아요. I've never tried shooting arrows, but I think that shooting arrows would not be easy. That's my guess. 자, 그러면 한번 우리 복습을 하고 지나갈게요. 사실 근데 이 파트를 우리가 다루지 못했어요. In fact, we didn't cover this one. 요거 하나 하고 넘어갈게요. In the beginning of the video, you saw the kite. kite는 한국어로 따라할게요. 연. 그리고 하늘은 sky. 하늘. 지금 제 뒤에 배경색, the background color, we can say 하늘색, sky blue color. 네, 그리고 blue sky. I've written 파란 하늘. 파란 means blue. But 사실, in fact, we use this a lot too. You can also say 푸른. Have you heard about this expression? 푸른. 푸른 is blue, but a bit of a mixture of sometimes green, or in this case, it's clear blue, isn't it? But we kind of put the meaning that it's a deep, high blue color. Can you get the vibe? Yeah. I don't know about other countries' language, but I think that Koreans, we have a lot of kinds of words explaining one color. Even with the yellow, there is 노란색, 샛노란색, 누런색, etc. So this is one of that example. 푸른 하늘. Thank you, Taeho. Such a good teacher. Do you have any question so far? Anything about Korean culture? If not, let's repeat the words one more time and then we're gonna end this live class. 자, 한번 따라할게요. Follow me. 수원 화성. 수원 화성 fortress. Again, fortress here. Castle is 성. 여기 보세요. Look at this. 성 보이세요? The blue part. 성. 성 means castle. 성. 수원 화성. Next, tourist spot was 관광지. 그리고 people, 사람들. And tree, 나무. And let's move on. Group, we can say 그룹 or 단체. Oh, I missed this one. Walk. walk는 걷다예요. 걷다. This is the dictionary form. 걷다. But when you want to describe some people are walking, you can say, 사람들이 걷고 있어요. Now, stairs. 계단. 그리고 관광객은 tourist. 관광객 means tour, 객 means the guest, the people here. 관광객. Flag. 깃발. Wow, we covered a lot of vocabularies. 자, 여기서는 이제 손을 잡다. Hold hands. 손을 잡다. 손 is hand. 손을 잡다. 그리고 hat. 모자. What about cap? cap 모자. 그리고 bag. 가방. And field. 평야 or 들판. What about entrance? 입구. Exit? 출구. Hill. 언덕. Wall. 벽. City. 도시. City는 여기 있었죠? 뒤에 여기 square. Can you see that square part? I saw some buildings there. So you can say, 도시가 보이네요. I'm seeing the city. 도시. And we're seeing some green colors. 초록. Or 초록색, which means green color. 그리고 shadow. 그림자. Finally, 마지막이에요. It's the last image. 자, 활을 쏘고 있었죠. 활. Arrow. Arrow is 활. 요것만 기억해요. Just remember this one. Let me just erase this. It can be too difficult. 활 is arrow. 활. 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 그리고 gather. 모이다. 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 또 we're seeing some pine trees. 소나무. 소나무. 그리고 사람들이 보고 있죠. People are looking at something. 보다 means look. 보다. 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 사람들이 people are 관역을 보고 있어요. 관역 means target. People are looking at the target. 우와. Now. 여러분, 마지막으로 제가 퀴즈를 내고 끝낼게요. I'm gonna give you some mini quiz. Please answer it. 자, 한번 볼게요. 제 얼굴로. 얼굴이 갑자기 나왔어요. 여러분, what is pine tree in Korean? I'm seeing the chat box. Pine tree. Anyone? I'm seeing 2 people. Thank you for tuning in till the end. 소나무였어요. 소나무. Let me show you again. 소나무. 소나무. 바로 이거죠. 소나무. 소나무. 오케이. 그리고 오늘 우리가 수원 화성에 대해서 얘기했죠. 수원 화성. 네. 시간이 너무 많이 됐네요. Wow, time passed so fast. 그렇죠. 소나무. 좋습니다. 그럼 몇 개만 더 할게요. 우리 태호 씨가 계속 하시니까. 그러면 어디 보자. 이제 제가 자, what is 그림자? 그림자가 뭐예요? What is 그림자? 그림자가 뭐예요? 뭐예요? 그림자. 네, it's shadow. shadow. 네. 그렇다면 하늘. 하늘이 뭐예요? 하늘. 하늘. sky. sky입니다. 와, we have finished till the end. I'm so glad that I got to finally finish, carry out this live class. I've started my YouTube channel from 2019, and this is my first official live class, so it means a lot to me, and a lot of things happened so far, and I hope I can give more boost and communicate with you. If there's anything you'd like to know about the language, the culture, always. 그렇죠. 우리 크리스님 그림자 shadow 잘하셨어요. Always feel free to leave a comment. You can put it on the community box. So basically, my thought about language learning is that I hope you guys like Korean. You have to love Korean culture. You have to love the language, the food. I mean, it's not a must, but from my experience, when I was learning English, it's really about loving that culture. That really gave me the boost, and I hope that my contents can give that boost to you to help you learn Korean with a lot of fun. Thank you, teacher Taeho. Thank you likewise. I hope you all have a beautiful, healthy day. It's 오후예요. It's afternoon in Korea. I don't know what time it is in your country. And if there's any question, this is your last chance. 질문 있으세요? 질문 좀 해봐요. Anyone give me some questions? 없으신가요? 없으셔도 괜찮아요. 제 한국말을 좀 더 할까요? Should I use more Korean? 한국말과 영어를 같이 쓰면 여러분에게 도움이 많이 될 것 같습니다. 와, 시간이 많이 됐네요. Unfortunately, I have to go. And thank you again. 여러분, 1:10 a.m. here. 얼른 주무세요. 주무세요. Go to bed. 안녕.